Hello, and welcome to our construction zone.
In my last video, we chatted about the things I've been learning as a new homemaker. The first and most important point was inventory management. I think it's pretty clear at this point that America has a problem with stuff. There's all the stuff we already have in our homes, and there's all the stuff being pushed on us through advertising and marketing and social media and grocery store checkout lines. I'm not here with a life-changing tactic. There are plenty of amazing authors and YouTubers doing this work. I'm just here to share my experience on a personal level.
My husband is currently building these built-ins to store all my craft and art stuff. This used to be a dining room, and of course now it is going to be art / music / maybe schoolroom one day. We moved everything into weird places when my son's birthday party was held here. So now it is time for me to go through some of the boxes, random things that were shoved onto shelves, so that it can all be cleared off and I can start painting it. Once it's painted, things can start moving into their permanent homes. I'm not even sure what's in some of these boxes, but you're gonna come along with me today and find out. I will be going through everything today with a keep box, a donate box, and a bag for trash, so I don't get them confused. Okay, let's get started. A lot of this is going to be stuff that my mom has sent. I'm not sure what this box here is. I love ancient Egypt and I want to keep this for my kid. Music books. Oh! Well, that's not what I expected. Just in time for spring. We moved into this house 2 years ago. And honestly, clearly, we're still not done unpacking. I don't think I need this one. This one can go. I used to have lots of little knick-knacky things. I would sometimes put rings and things on this, but I don't think I need this anymore. It's beautiful, but I think it can go. It can be donated. Oh, I'm very fond of this little guy. This is my dad's. I love this little guy. Well, that's one box down.
Growing up, my mom did her best to teach me good habits like cleaning my room, helping dust the house weekly, and doing the dishes. My main memories of this are being deeply overwhelmed. I have memories of standing in my room as a kid just crying because I didn't know where to start. Fast forward to 2020, I'd been married for 5 years. The dishes were piled up, the mail was all over the island, who knows where the laundry was, and the cat had probably thrown up somewhere. And again, I cried because I didn't know where to start. 2020 was the year I started reducing my time on social media, started therapy, and started decluttering. Armed with my friend's copy of Marie Kondo's The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up, I marched into my closet and started with clothes. I was staggered by the amount of clothing I owned, and even more staggered by the amount of it I never wore. Next, I went to our spare closet that was precariously piled up with craft supplies, winter gear, inherited items from my grandmother, and other things we just didn't know what to do with. I could not even tell you what we got rid of, as it hasn't been missed.
I just found a box of books that I think came from my husband's grandmother, and I'm gonna actually have to take some time to go through these. I'm really excited. Personal Recollections of Joan of Arc, Robert Frost Selected Poems. I see down in here a beautiful copy of, I think it's John Donne. Oh, look how gorgeous that is. I need to make sure she means for me to have these.
This was the beginning of a new way of life for me. It was not an overnight change. I did not spend 2020 getting rid of all of our things. I took it slow and restarted when I had a baby, and restarted again when we moved, and then lost several family members last year and inherited many new items. What I learned in this process is that I'm very easily overstimulated by visual clutter. Not everyone experiences that, but I definitely do. If every flat surface is cluttered and stuff is everywhere, I have a much higher anxiety and more episodes of panic. I've also noticed how much easier it is to meet baseline in the house, like basic cleaning and cooking, when there is much, much less inventory. Honestly, it's like a cheat code for housekeeping. For me, the simplifying and decluttering process is gentle and ongoing. My house isn't bare or Spartan. I don't even think it qualifies as minimal, although I align with minimalist philosophy. It's functional, and my husband and I are always reevaluating what we really need and how we store and use things. With a kid especially, things are constantly coming into the house, so it's a regular routine to double check what we are keeping around. The follow-up to this has been double checking what we let into the house in the first place. Only buying new clothes as we need them, not as we want them. Not buying our toddler new things all the time. Seeing if we can make do with something we already have, and yes, asking for no gifts at birthday parties. Once I brought our overall inventory down and quit adding to it, the rhythm of homemaking was able to start showing through. Getting this step in order allowed me to move into the next steps of homemaking. Join me next week as we chat about meal prepping in the next installment of this Homemaking Mini Series. Thank you for watching. I'm so glad you're here, and I'll see you again soon.